Hello Tamers, and welcome to round 5 of the Dimensional Phase Outbreak. MirageGaogamon vs Machinedramon. Reroll. And Machinedra has the first move. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the digital gates. Hatching, Pagumon evolves into Chikurimon, then for 1 cost, into Tankmon. Turnover. Hatching, Wanyamon evolves into Gaomon, then for 2 cost, into Gaogamon. Turnover, and Tankmon moves out. For 3 cost, it evolves into Metal Tyrannomon. On Evolve, the top 3 cards of the deck are searched for a level 6 Machine Digimon. 1, 2, and 3. There we go! The new BT-11 Machinedramon is added to the hand, the remaining are trashed and turnover. For now, Gaogamon is kept in the raising area, and for 3 cost, their Tamer, Nikolai Petrov, is played. Turnover, hatching, Pagumon evolves into Hagurumon, and then for 3 cost, Metal Tyrannomon will evolve into the machine with the power of infinity, Machinedramon. 1 draw. On play and on evolve, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 Analogman among them to your hand, and 1 card with Machine or Cyborg in its traits from among them to your hand, or to the bottom of this Digimon's evolution cards. Trash the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, Machinedramon currently has 8 cards in hand, so they already meet the condition for many of the Gaoga line's effects. However, it would still be better to avoid adding unnecessary cards to the hand, because the bigger their hand size, the stronger Gaoga gets. So even though they already have reboot from Metal Tyrannomon, they are going to add the new BT-11 Gigadramon to the bottom of Metal Tyrannomon's evolution cards. Turnover, and Gaogamon moves out. At the start of the main phase, Nico triggers. One of your Digimon with Gaomon or Gaogamon in their name gains jamming until the end of the turn. The target is Gaoga, which goes for security. With Wanyamon's inheritable, 1 draw. And with Gaogamon's on attack, once per turn, if your opponent has 8 or more cards in your hand, gain 1 memory. Check, 7k on Cyberdramon, but because of jamming, Gaoga survives. Then, for 3 cost, it will evolve into MirageGaogamon. On evolve, this Digimon gains blocker and plus 2k DP for every 4 cards in your opponent's hand until the end of your opponent's turn. Since Machinedramon currently has 8 cards in hand, it gains a total of plus 4k DP to 11k. And with that, for 4 cost, MirageGaogamon will now evolve into the Beast Knight of the Full Moon, MirageGaogamon. 1 draw. First, on evolve, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand, but there are no targets. Then, if no Digimon is returned by this effect, your opponent adds the top card of their security to their hand, triggering MirageGaoga's second effect on all turns. Once per turn, when an effect adds a card to your opponent's hand, gain 1 memory for every 4 cards in your opponent's hand. They currently have 9, so memory plus 2. With Nico's second effect, during your turn, when an effect adds a card to your opponent's hand, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory, pushing back to 1. And finally, with MirageGaogamon's inheritable, on all turns, once per turn, when an effect adds a card to your opponent's hand, unsuspend this Digimon and turnover. Hagurumon moves out, but MirageGaogamon is currently standing in Machinedramon's way as a blocker with 16k DP. However, for 1 cost, Machinedramon will now unleash the power of the Chaos Beyond Infinity, evolving into Chaos Dramon. 1 draw. On play and on evolve, by placing up to 3 red or black level 5 cyborgs with different card numbers from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom evolution cards, de-digivolve 1 opposing Digimon for each card placed. Since MirageGaogamon is currently unsuspended, they are not going to give piercing. Instead, they will add Cyberdramon from the trash, and from the hand, Volcanomon and Metal Tyrannomon. Since 3 cards were placed, de-digivolve 3. 1, 2, and 3. Down into Gaomon. Now first, Hagurumon goes for security on 2k DP. Check, but it's Vmon on 1k, so Hagurumon survives. Now Chaos Dramon goes for security as well. With Volcanomon's inheritable, security attack plus 1, so that's 12k on 2 checks. First, 7k on Arrow Vidramon, trashed, and second, here comes another copy of Nico from security, now played for free. Finally, for 4 cost, Machinedramon will end his turn by playing his new signature Tamer, Analogman. Turn over, active, with the reboot from Metal Tyrannomon and Gigadramon, Chaos Dramon unsuspends as well. Draw, hatching, Wanyamon, and at the start of the main phase, the two Nikos give Gaomon jamming. And for 2 cost, it evolves into another copy of Gaogamon. While Gaoga would love to go for security now, with Analogman's effects during your opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon attacks a player, by suspending this Tamer, you may switch the target of the attack to one of your level 6 machine Digimon. So if Gaoga goes for security, Chaos Dramon will stand in its way and instantly decimate it. However, thanks to Hagurumon surviving security, Gaogamon can do this instead. It attacks, aiming for Hagurumon. Since it's not attacking the opposing player, Analogman cannot activate. With Wanyamon's inheritable, 1 draw, and with Gaomon's inheritable, on attack once per turn. If you have a Tamer in play, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. Hagurumon is now bounced, which now puts Machinedramon's hand back at 8 cards. So if Gaogamon's on attack, +1 memory, and with Nico's second effect, since an effect added a card to the opponent's hand, both can be suspended for +2 memory, up to 5. But now the attack resolves, there is no target. Then for 3 cost, Gaogamon will evolve into MirageGaogamon. Once again, with its on evolve, it becomes a blocker and gains +4 KDP until Machinedramon's turn ends. And finally, for 4 cost, it will evolve back into the Beast Knight, MirageGaogamon. 1 draw. And once again, with its on evolve, since there are no level 5 or lower Digimon on Machinedramon's field, they bounce Machinedramon's top security, triggering its second all turns effect for memory +2, since the opponent currently has 9 cards. And with MirageGaogamon's inheritable, unsuspend. Now the Wanyamon in the raising area will evolve into Gaomon. With the boost from MirageGaogamon, MirageGaoga goes for security on 16k DP. Check. Chaos Draw on 12k. Trashed. And finally, for 3 cost, they will end their turn by playing Thomas H. Norstein, the original Gaoga support Tamer. On play, 1 draw. And with this formation set up, on their next turn, both Gao and MirageGaoga will be able to go for game with 2 consecutive attacks on jamming, and Analogman will only be able to stop one of them. Turn over, draw, and hatching a Pagumon. But Analogman has a start of main phase effect as well. By trashing 1 level 5 card with Cyborg in its traits from your hand, gain 1 memory and draw 1 card. However, if they use this, they'll be adding a card to their hand by an effect, which will then trigger MirageGaogamon's all turns effect, which will steal 2 memory away from them. In addition, MirageGaogamon's inheritable is all turns, so it will trigger as well, causing MirageGaogamon to rise up as a 16k DP blocker and make Chaos Dra unable to attack. So Analogman is not going to use his effect. The Pagumon in the raising area will evolve into Hagurumon again, and now Chaos Draw will go for security, once again on 12k DP, 2 checks. First, 6k on Vidramon, trashed. Final security check for MirageGaoga, and it is 1k DP on Labramon, trashed as well. And with that, Machinedramon is out of attacks, but still with 3 security remaining. You know what that means? From the hand, for 0 cost, the option card, Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. I don't think this card needs any further explanation at this point. As cost, Megadramon is trashed from the hand, and for 11 cost, pushing the memory from 3 to 8. Here comes BT-11 Machinedramon directly from the hand. On play, just like it's on evolve, the top 5 cards of the deck are searched. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A lot of machines there. It can now absorb any machine or cyborg Digimon from among them, so it is going to absorb the original EX1 Machinedramon as its evolution card. With the effects of Heavy Mobile, it currently has Rush, and on play, if this Digimon has an evolution card, Blitz. So with those 2 effects in combination, Machinedramon attacks. MirageGaogamon has no blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack and the match is over. The winners are Machinedramon and Analogman.